Hello everyone, my name is Shay and welcome to my channel Futuristic Money Diary. On this channel I'm going to be using the cash stuffing method to get rid of my debt. So if you like these type of videos, then keep on watching. So you guys, first let me just say, if you're new here, I normally don't sound like this. My allergies just kicked in. Something triggered my allergies. So I'm not sounding the best right now. But we're gonna get this video started. So first up is my binder that has my debt that is on my credit. If you're new here, I'm cash stuffing my way out of debt. My last video, I started filling in some of my envelopes already. So I'm just gonna finish where I left off at. And I think we did capital 1. Okay, so lending point. So you guys, if it wasn't for the fact of dropping my daughter to school and picking her up, well, her dad drops her off, I pick her up, I would probably catch an Uber to wherever I have to go. It will probably be cheaper at this point because this car insurance thing is ridiculous. So we're going to take it back. Lending point is going to get 55. We're going to go back to December of last year, 2022. 2455. So me by myself, my car insurance at that time was $283. Of course, ending December, it was time for renewal. Now, in between that time, between November and December, I added my fiance to his truck. I added him and his truck to the policy. Well, no, he was never on the policy. I added his vehicle onto the policy. I always had him on there as a driver. To me, if you drive in my car, you're gonna be on my insurance policy. I'm not even playing with that. So this is 55. I'm gonna do half. So when I added him, it went from 283 to 41. It went from 283 to about $332. So from January of this year, 2023, to June, we paid about $323. Now it's time for renewal. We're in the month of July. It's time for the renewal for July through December, the end of this year. So I'm in South Florida. And in South Florida, we renew insurance every 6 months. I think I've heard through watching other YouTubers that some of them are like every year. I'm not sure, but if it is, kudos to you. But ours, every 6 months, which means you're getting reviewed for how you drive every 6 months. And if something happened within that time, you're getting an increase. So time for renewal, my broker comes back with a bill of $456.77 a month for the next 6 months for car insurance. I'm like, no way, like no way. So these are my medical bills. These are bills that are not on my credit. Not yet. I did this one last video. So we're just going to continue from where I left off at, which is my hospital emergency. And this gets $16. So I told her, can you go back run the numbers again, see if there's another company where we can get it cheaper. She comes back and tell me no. So apparently we're already getting the cheapest rate. So then I'm like I don't understand. I said, you know, I called the insurance company myself, and then they in turn tell me I need to call my broker, because I called them and I'm like, I'm not understanding why I got an increase, because nobody had no accidents, nobody had no tickets. There's no reason for almost $100 increase, like none whatsoever. Like, I'm baffled at this point. So they sent me back to her. So her response was, it's due to inflation. Like, what? It's almost at the point where this is gonna get 17, 15, 16, 17. It's almost at the point where it seems like everybody is throwing this inflation word out there. Like, every increase is due to inflation. So anyways, that was the reason, inflation. So here we are with the $400 something car insurance. Now, I actually had this issue before, like about 10 years ago, where I had to pay $400 something for car insurance. But number one, I never actually did pay it. Number two, that was understandable, because I literally had 1 year, you know, I had perfect driving record, and it was just 1 year where I had 3 accidents in that 1 year, and 2 out of the 3 were my fault. So that I could understand. Like, I can't argue that one. But I still didn't pay it, because what I did was I put my car in my best friend's name at the time. I put the car in her name, and she was able to get insurance for the vehicle under her name, which came out to like $200 something a month, a lot cheaper than $400 or something. So yeah, so that's my dilemma. But you know, I don't know. Like, I would like to know, what state do you guys live in, and how much do you pay for insurance? So drop that in the comments for me, because number one, I'm tired of Florida. I think, you know, Florida's trying to turn into like New York-ish. I don't know why, but that's the vibes that I'm getting. Because all of a sudden we have like all these high-rise places. All of a sudden we're having like these high-rise places popping up everywhere, and they're charging like $1,700 for like a 1-bedroom. Like, really? Excuse my background. But yeah, you guys, that's what I want to know, because I didn't even want to stay in, well, I didn't want to live in South Florida. Actually, other parts of Florida, the insurance is a lot cheaper. So I really didn't even want to stay in South Florida. My fiance wanted to stay in South Florida, so I kind of didn't have a choice, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, let me know in the comments what state you're in, and how much do you pay for insurance? Do you pay monthly? Do you pay yearly? Because I think when I used to watch some other people's videos, they actually paid like once. They actually was like, their car insurance was for the year. So which means it wouldn't change for like a year. But here in South Florida, it can change every 6 months, literally. And obviously, as you can see, it doesn't have to be for getting in an accident or getting in a ticket. It could be for something as simple as inflation. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a thumbs up. Bye.